Only thing I don't like, Ben Avery does stand up.
He does stand up?
He does stand up now. Tours.
Oh, yeah.
Caleb McNutt.
That's his opener's name?
I think he's the opener.
Oh, Ben's the opener.
Yeah, who's the other guy that, like, not his brother? What's his name?
Devin Costa.
He's a stand-up.
He's a stand-up. I don't know if he still does it, though.
He was making fun of Ben on an episode because Ben was complaining. He was like, this guy started stand-up last July, and he's complaining about stand-up. Like, you don't know anything. You're already famous doing, like, mildly famous.
Yeah, I feel like he started with stand-up and then kind of, like, he realized pretty quickly he was bad and then, like, backed out.
Really? I didn't know that. I thought he was just, like, a producer for Tim.
No, I think that's how they met because they both, like, were doing stand-up.
More acceptable then.
I think, like, when Tim was in L.A., he saw, like, a tall, handsome boy and was like, I'll tell you what, you could definitely run.
I like tall, handsome guy.
You could run the ones and twos on the podcast for sure.
Listen, bud, I want you to run my ones and twos. Are we going?
But no threes. We're live.
Holy shit.
Welcome back to News from Bed. Quick weekend, and we're back.
That's right.
Yeah, we've only had like 3 or 4 days apart.
Yeah. But I do feel more ready than ever.
I feel more ready because, like, we had, I had a big weekend. You had your big birthday weekend.
Yeah.
Where you played golf. What was your golf attire?
Oh, I wore gray shorts, Callaway, gray, dry fit.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you buy that specifically?
No, I have it. I have it in the closet. And then I had like a black hat, like a nice dark gray attire.
Wow.
Tee time was 9:56. You golfed as well, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, my buddy Caleb from our live stream that hasn't gone live in 4 weeks now.
Boy time.
Go check out our YouTube channel.
Also, yeah, Caleb is the
Prince Joseph.
Prince Joseph, and as we decided last week on the Andrew Schultz podcast, he's the black guy.
He's the black guy.
You're the Indian guy, and
he's our Cornelius Fudge.
yeah, exactly.
He puts the fudge in cornrow. Cornrow fudge.
Cornrow
Nelius fudge. That's Caleb.
Yeah.
That's the black guy on Andrew Schultz's show.
Cornrow Nelius fudge.
But yeah, he took me golfing for my birthday. We went to this place called The Landings, which is right next to a executive airport. So the whole time you're playing, these little planes and private jets keep landing and taking off. So it's very cool.
Where is that?
It's up in Clearwater. It's the Clearwater Executive Airport, and it's a short course. Mostly par 3, some par 4s, a lot of par 3, and
any par 5s.
No par 5s.
I hate par 5s.
You'd love this course. It's pretty cheap too. It's like $30 for a person to go.
Play 18
with
a cart.
A little extra.
Okay, that's still not bad.
Cart will set you over a little bit.
Yeah,
but we got the cart. So Caleb drove the cart for the first couple holes, and then I was driving, and I was like, I love driving the cart. He's like, oh, thank God, I hate driving the cart. I'm like, I'm only here to drive the cart, and I've been letting you drive it because I thought you wanted to.
Yeah, driving the cart is fun.
I love driving the cart. I've always loved like smaller vehicles, like go-karting and like the golf cart. I've always just been like, let me at it.
There's something about the spatial like awareness you can have in one of those, because like after you drive a car for a long time, which I assume like you do 90% of the time in your relationship.
Of course, if you're the man, you drive.
Yeah,
if you're a man and you're texting in the passenger seat, you're gay.
Yeah, you're that guy from H3 podcast.
The producer?
No,
Ethan?
Ethan
Klein?
Yeah.
Dude.
At hand.
Ethan Recline when he's in that passenger seat. He does make his wife drive him around.
Yeah,
and then they're like, Ethan, why do you support Israel? And he's like,
Helga, can you like drive me to the stadium?
Have a good day. Hey, man.
And she's like, what are you doing?
Oh, wow. That's
they
crazy.
are killing a baby.
Ethan, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. What's her name? Helga?
Hila, actually, but it's got an H, so we call her
Hila.
We call her.
I thought she was, no joke, the first time I saw that podcast, I thought she was like special needs.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought Ethan like looked at her and was like, "Oh, she's a supermodel."
No, they met because she was their. He went and did Birthright when the Jewish kids get to go to Israel for free. And she was like the soldier because they put their hottest soldiers to guard the Birthright kids so that you'll fuck one and move to Israel. And I think they lived in Israel for a bit.
No way.
And then they lived in New York. I used to be a fan of them when they got big when I was in college.
Wow.
And so they were living in New York for a while, and that's where they did a lot of their big videos.
No wonder why she drives.
She's used to it.
Yeah, she can
This
dodge
is
a
just like a
IED.
tank.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is just
I'd be driving a lot better if it was over a Palestinian house.
Yeah. And that also makes sense, I guess, with a lot of their stances.
Well, that's why him and Hassan had a podcast together, and then they broke off because of Israel.
Really?
Yeah, him and Hassan had a podcast, and now they vaguely beef. Like Hassan never talks about him, and Ethan's like, Hassan needs to go to jail because like his fans keep telling me I'm a Nazi and I'm Jewish, and it's like, well, you are like. You guys disagree about this issue.
Yeah, you shouldn't start a podcast. So that would be like me starting a podcast with like
say it.
I don't even know.
Someone who's your direct opposite.
Who's my direct? Who's like the inverse of me?
The inverse of you?
Yeah,
Christiana Jackson.
I was just gonna say that.
But
That's
surprisingly,
crazy.
you guys probably would agree on a lot. She ever get in the bed?
She never got in the bed.
Nah.
I'm like scared to get her in a bed.
Really? Because you might make a move?
I think she might make a She's like Miss Moves.
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude.
Everything in her
But you're not Latin
arsenal.
enough for Christiana.
I also think my dick is probably 11 inches too small.
Maybe.
You can't even like reach that. You need like something that's the equivalent of like an ear cleaner.
She is like a she should be framed on the wall instead of Malia.
We should.
No, dude,
Just
but
a
golfing,
sweaty Christiana Jackson, glistening.
It's
just shooting stars.
Yeah,
onto the
Newsroom, go
ceiling.
check out her Instagram. You can have a nice old time.
If you're looking for some absolute torpedoes,
Dude, if you're looking to break your no-fap streak, I don't think she'd mind any of this also. I've seen her act and we're friendly. I like her. She's a great person.
Great.
She's pretty funny. I like her sets. I like she's always was reliable too. You could book her and she'd be like, "Who do you fuck?" And like everyone laughs.
She would always like because she knew I was a Virgo, and she would be like, "Oh, so you got a limp dick?" She would always say that.
That's
to me.
really funny.
She's like, "Virgo's always got limp dicks."
Yeah,
like,
I love women into horoscopes, but I love like a horny horoscope read. Oh, you a Pisces? That means you come extra.
Yeah, you got more.
You a water sign dick. You be pissing on bitches.
Beach.
That's not Christiana. That's actually
Cornrolius fudge.
Yeah, but no, dude, golfing is great. I got the bug. That course we went to has driving range. $10 for 40 balls.
Oh, nice.
Should go out there. You, me, and Caleb for
like an 4 cents a ball.
4 cents a ball.
No, I think it's actually 40 cents a ball.
Okay. Well, it's you're not gonna find a better deal. You want to go to Top Golf on my birthday? Top Golf emailed me.
I'm out on
right?
Top Golf.
They emailed me. They're like, get $30 off your next hour, and I was like, the hours used to be $30. So
Yeah.
how much is it?
It's got to be like $120.
Yeah, I think it's about $50-$60 now to go golf at Top Golf.
It's the biggest waste of money, and it's like people who bring their own clubs into Top Golf. It's like, what do you think you're doing?
Right.
Like if you're wearing like a glove and like golf shoes.
Give me a break.
Even if you're wearing
They have a
golf
Sonic
attire. Yeah.
They have a Captain America Brave New World game.
Yeah, there's also like a 13-year-old bringing me a Miller High Life.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't be like pulling out my specific wedge to try to hit a green.
Let me practice a little bit. 4 stories above the ground.
It should be like an impromptu. You should only go to Top Golf if like you're on a bachelor party or something where it's just like an impromptu. Let's go. You got to like eat and drink more than you hit a golf. Don't be like ready to play golf because you're not going to play any golf.
It's like a luxury experience, but that's not what I want. I want to get better at golf. I took a lot of golf lessons as a kid. I used to take private lessons, which means I was just the only kid that showed up to golf camp every summer.
Christiana also gives private lessons. Let me see those privates. Show me what you got. B minus.
B minus. Now that's a D, but I'm going to give that D a B minus.
That's a B minus, but I want you to be mine.
No.
Christiana Jackson. She autographs.
We should make Christiana Jackson a trading card in the game.
Oh my god! And it's just like a half an inch wide.
Okay. All right. It's holographic when you move it. Her boobs move. She doesn't know this podcast exists.
Not wider, but it's like a thicker card.
Oh yeah.
It's like
you
know what is it, like a 12 test or whatever?
Oh, you like the card stock?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. I need a card cock.
It's like the ones that have like a jersey piece.
Yes.
So it's like,
oh, those are the best ones, dude. Because like as a kid, I was like, "Whoa, it's like a piece of his actual jersey." It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
just a piece of fabric they put in a card.
Yeah,
For Christiana's, it would be one of her pubes just taped to it.
Yeah, just like you can have one, but that's the last one you get.
Give it a sneeze.
I'm trying to save these for Lent.
What are you doing with Lent,
I told God I wasn't going to give them up for Lent. Saving them for the Lord, Easter Day.
Then I give them all to Jesus.
Then I give them all.
The basket comes around. She just dumps like a handful of pubes in it. There you go.
There you go. I did my work. Show me you did yours.
just starting 15 minutes of the podcast talking about someone nobody knows. She's a great person. I really do like her.
Yeah, she is. She's
God
awesome.
bless. I've been saying God bless a lot. My cousin got engaged, and nobody saw it coming, and I was like, God bless. He's not gonna lose those, but he got engaged, and everyone was like, haven't they been dating like less than a year?
Yeah,
and
dude.
Like, and I'm like, God bless.
That's gonna happen to me. You watch. I'm gonna be like dating for like 6 weeks, and I'm gonna be like, me and Shaniqua are tying it on.
No, she's got to be Asian.
Yeah,
Shaniqua. Shaniqua. Patty's gonna end up with an Asian woman.
I hope so. That's the dream.
That's the dream. The American dream. But golfing was great, dude. I never really liked going to the batting cages. Were you a batting cage?
No.
I don't like the batting cage. It's scary.
It is. It's also like, I don't know. I like played baseball when I was in like high school and college and stuff. So like we would always just take batting practice. So you get to like see a guy throw it, and like you don't have to like use those shitty bats and stuff, and you kind of see where the ball goes. And then like you go to a batting cage, and it's like the ball is like a durian. Isn't that what they're called? Like those fruit, those stink.
A durian?
A durian.
Like Duran.
Yeah.
They throw two at you, you're like Duran. I'm in balls inside of the cage.
Is that what Duran sings?
Hungry Like the Wolf.
Oh, they do Hungry Like the Wolf?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I think they're Australian.
But what was I gonna say? But yeah, they're like
hungry like the dingo.
Hungry like the
Duran.
Durag.
Yes, we're two black guys from Australia. And they saw us running together because we like to keep in tight shape. And they said, Duran. And then that's how we got our band name.
Duran to the market.
Doo. They should have called it Doo Ran. There we go.
Okay.
You love this podcast, don't you?
Well, anyway, I guess we can kind of pivot. Since we're talking about batting cages.
You ever seen Friends? Pivot.
Is that part of the show?
Yeah, they're moving a couch downstairs, and Ross goes, pivot. And everyone's like, oh, Ross. We should do a News from Bed episode where we just talk about Friends.
I've never seen it.
See, I never saw it, and then I moved in with Mike, and then Mike was watching it, and he was
you guys were like, we're friends. Well,
this is what this show's for.
Might as well watch this.
But he was like, I never watched it either, but my sister told me to try it, and it's really funny. And I watched some episodes, and I was like, this is pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's not like a super... I actually think Friends might be funnier than The Office.
What about How I Met Your Mother?
Never seen How I Met Your Mother.
I liked that show. That show was good. Yeah.
My shows when I was a youngin, like the TV show, and then we can pivot. That's from Friends. I liked Parks and Rec. I was a big Parks and Rec guy. I liked House of Cards.
Yeah, House of Cards. Two very different shows.
And I liked
but
the
both
show
government
Once Upon
related.
a Time. Your mom
Once Upon a Time.
I believe it was on ABC.
Oh, was that the one where it's like a Grimm's fairy tale kind of thing?
It's like Disney fairy tale more. But yeah, it is Grimm's, I guess. But it's all the fairy tales get transported to our world from the fairy tale land. And then like she's like there being like, my dad, or like I think my dad sent me a letter or something. And then she goes and then she's like, Pinocchio runs the board game shop. And the evil witch, she's the mayor.
Some of those shows are like, if you watch them back now, you're like, this might have been the worst thing I've ever seen.
I watched like a recap of how it ends. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't keep watching.
But in the moment, it's like, this is incredible.
Walking Dead. Walking Dead's like that.
Walking Dead.
But if you go back and watch,
that.
you'll watch like the first 3 seasons. You're like, this show's great. And then you get to season 5, and there's like a tiger.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
A tiger zombie.
A tiger zombie.
That's how like Lost is kind of like that. When I was watching Lost, it was the most captivating thing I've ever seen. Now when you watch it, it's a soap opera.
Yeah.
With just like bald guys and people you've never seen. You've never seen anything else ever again.
That's what's so funny about TV.
They were lost.
That's the funniest thing about TV. It's like the biggest show of all time. The star of it, he'll like make a lot of money from the show, but you'll almost never see him again. He'll just be a rapist on Law and Order in like 5 years.
He gets fat and ends up on like a Hallmark show. When I was at my grandparents' house this weekend, my nanny was watching this Hallmark show, and it's about this girl who hurt herself while skiing. And she didn't want to do the big race. But her family rallied around her and they said, you know, you're really good at this. And I know you want to do the race. Right. And she's like, I do. So last minute they threw her in. And guess what?
She won.
She won the race.
A cast on her leg?
yeah, basically.
Full body cast. She's actually more aerodynamic.
She's faster with a cast.
That'd be a great role for us in a Hallmark movie as like 2 sports announcers.
Yes.
What a great day here at the apple bobbing competition here in Pleasantville.
And there goes Jimmy Johnson. He's got the biggest throat in all of West Texas.
And he's about to gobble up some Granny Smiths. Get your grandma, kids. He's going to gobble her up.
He's the first one who's known for grabbing apples by the stem. He invented this technique back at the Charles County State Fair.
And here comes Miranda Cosgrove here to gobble some apples. And who's that? A man down on his knee and asking her to marry him. What a lovely scene here at the Pleasantville apple bobbing competition. That's true love, kids. And this has been a Hallmark romantic comedy movie.
And my nanny's like, I'm confused.
I don't understand. It's like the Family Guy bit. She's like, I like that joke. And then he's naked with a pig, and he's like, what about this, you old bag? And she's like, oh, no. That's what life's about, upsetting the elderly. Do you like to upset your grandparents?
I don't. Because, like...
I don't have any left.
Yeah, I never liked... Because I would always get in trouble as a kid, so I'm conditioned to just, like... treat them.
See, I went the opposite. I got in trouble a lot, and it just made me like vindictive.
Oh, okay.
I like teasing him. My uncle, my older uncle, he's like my oldest uncle. He has a hearing aid, and every time I have to repeat myself, I'm like, turn your little. He controls it with an app. I'm like, let's get on the app a little bit. Let's turn it up a little bit. They like getting ribbed.
You just start playing some sexy red in his ears.
Oh, I killed at my birthday dinner at Chili's, dude. I had a killer joke. My cousin works at a doctor's office. And she was late to the dinner, and they were like, yeah, she probably has like a patient. And I'm like, well, I ain't got no patience. Oh, I said it better than that, but it was like the patient thing. They were like,
it just
this guy should do stand-up. This guy should stop doing stand-up. My family never asked me about it. Did your family ask you about stand-up at all?
No.
My mom's like, do you have like a show? Like once a month. She's like, yeah, how many shows? I'm like, yeah, like 4 or 5 a week. It's kind of like most of my evenings. But I'm glad you like to pretend I don't do this.
Yeah, like... When I was with my grandparents, they were asking about it, and I was kind of like, yeah, I think I'll get back into it or whatever. But I was like, I went to, well, I guess like this might be a good pivot into this. Should we get into this, or should we just keep riffing?
Well, talk about this and then pivot into it.
Okay, because I went
if you were a better broadcaster, you would just naturally do it. And now you're making me deconstruct what you did. Just go.
I was a better broadcaster.
Listen, man.
I would not be in a bed right now.
No, this is the best setting. I wish when I worked in radio, we were laying in beds.
It would be nice, but in morning radio, that would be tough.
Just an elderly Howard Stern. Robin. He's calling the black nurse Robin. Robin, how's your fat pussy? Mr. Howard Stern, don't talk to me. She's Jamaican. Right?
Dude, I had like a daydream today. That's so weird you talked about her.
Oh my God.
About
dude,
like...
you and your dreams. You're even telling me about daydreams you had. Those are called thoughts, Patty. Not everything's a dream.
About being on Howard Stern, like the show.
Like being a guest?
Yeah. Do you ever think about that?
No, I don't have much...
I think if I were to go on, I'd be like... I would spend the whole time, I'd be like, hey, Robin, like, can I ask you a question?
Oh,
and she's like, oh, sure, you can, baby. And I'd be like, do you want to get dinner Friday night?
Oh, dude, you dog.
And then she'd be like, I'm married. And I would say, to Howard? That's kind of funny.
I do like that.
Yeah. And Howard would be like, yeah, why wouldn't I be able to marry Robin?
I could marry Robin.
I could do it. I
got sexy.
No, he's got a movie?
Yeah, he's got a movie. It's called, I forget what it's called, but it's like he made it, and it's about his life, and he plays himself in it. It's great. It's a really funny movie. Private Thoughts.
A very stern man.
Private Things or Private Thoughts, something like that.
Oh, okay.
But it's like him, and it's like his rise in radio, and he like looks like Weird Al Yankovic the whole time with his curly hair and his big glasses.
Oh, he's like a younger person.
He plays himself from starting in radio to becoming very famous.
That's really funny. Did they CGI it or?
No,
just make.
No, it's like a movie from the '90s that he like made himself, and like they go around and like Stuttering John and like all his little characters go to like Howard in Pittsburgh, like wherever he is. They like go to the sign. They get like a woman with her tits out to like hold the sign up. She's like,
"That's cool."
It's a great movie. I think it's called like Private Thoughts or something.
Oh, I wish it was called like Right in the Stern.
Yeah. Sternum. Yeah, I wish it was called Right in the Sternum. But it's a great movie. It really is. It's a great radio movie. We don't have a lot of good radio movies. There's one with Mel Gibson where someone's like, I'm going to kill your wife.
Oh, we watched that. Yeah. That movie is pretty funny.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be.
Because he's just like, this is fucking shock jock radio. We don't give a flying goose of what we're gonna say.
Yeah, they don't say nothing.
Yeah. And they're like, what's that? Oh, your boyfriend's cheating on you? You should probably shoot him with a gun. Okay. And he's got like the fighter and the kid, like people in the booth that are like,
he's got a chin.
Yeah, he's got a chin. And they're like high-fiving. They're like, yeah. Like, we're on top of the world. And then, he gets a call, and a guy's like, I'm at your house. I'm going to kill your family. And he's like,
it's Tommy Holder.
He's like, get the levels.
I'm at your house.
Yeah.
I'm at your fucking house.
Dude, I was never concerned about cursing on the radio because I never did it.
Yeah.
And I even, like, with the stuff when we did the internet radio in New York, like, we never relied a whole bunch on cursing. There's guys who, like, when they broadcast and talk about stuff like we were just talking about Lemon Party, and like even when I listen to like old Come Town, it's like they're just kind of like throwing fucks left and right, and like that's fine. But like I like the idea of like restraining yourself a little bit consciously. So I would try to be like, don't just say fuck all the time.
Yeah.
But what I did get in trouble with is when they would let me write jokes. I would get in trouble. I told you about when I got in trouble, right?
Well, it's like the non-curse words that are the tricky ones. Like you can't say like butthole.
Yeah.
You know, because they'll be like, oh, because then the people driving their cars are just thinking about a butthole and they just.
Oh no, a preschool! Another man crashed into a preschool because he thought about buttholes because they said it on the radio.
For too long.
Back to you, Chet, you betcha.
Because that's what they think is going to happen, you know?
Well, they're just always worried about getting sued for everything because it's public access and it's the only real like public free broadcasting medium where a lot of people listen because nobody watches public access TV. Like,
no, Pat, get the hell out of here.
Public access TV.
Did you know what's his name was on a show? Pepino.
Yes,
Pepino had a show.
Wait, really? Oh, a public access show. Yeah, I've seen it.
The Pepino Clemenza show.
That's pretty good. We had like the city green screen behind him.
Yeah,
and he interviewed women that looked like porn stars, but they
and he would like zoom in on their feet. It's like. Or like he would just have like a low camera like shot, so like the top of their head would be cropped, but you can see like all of
He's in the Barstool universe now, right? Or he's in the Nelk Boy universe.
Yeah, he's in the Steve Will Do It universe, which is arguably the biggest universe to be in other than the Milky Way.
I always put him in the same category as that Tony guy.
Hinchcliffe?
No.
Tony.
He would like be at St. Mark's all the time.
Yeah, he's famous now.
He's famous now.
Yeah.
Pepino's not famous.
Is everyone famous?
I guess everyone we used to know.
Everyone we used to know is famous.
Other than Aditya.
Everything. We're kind of like we're like the Midases of
the tire company.
Everything I touch is made of rubber.
Everything I touch rolls around
and comes around
for about 10,000 miles. Yeah, everyone's kind of famous now, and look at us. We're in a bed. Our podcast views are cratering every week.
Yeah, that's okay. This last one is doing pretty good. It's only been like 24 hours. So
we'll give it a minute. Pretty good. Okay.
I also don't expect like crazy things. We're going up in subscribers, which is important. I think we're gonna have to start asking for some favors because like we did talk about, we're getting a lot of requests on the Patreon for James to remove his socks.
Oh yeah, I responded to a comment.
You did respond. He said if we hit 5,000 subscribers.
I didn't say 5.
What'd you say?
50. I said when we hit 50,000 subscribers or one video gets 80,000 views.
Oh my god!
I'll take my socks off on the page.
Wow.
I'll take my socks off for one Page episode if you get us.
What about 10,000 subscribers?
Okay, if we get 10,000 subscribers, I'll take one sock off.
Okay, and then 50 is
50, I'll get the other. But it's not going to be every week. You're not going to get that every week. You'll get the Page. And, one time I'll take my sock off if you get us to 10,000 subscribers. And if a video gets, let's say 10,000 views, keep it at 10. You get one sock off if we can get one video to get 10,000 views, because none of your videos have 10. They go to 8.
Yeah, I don't think
to 9.
so.
I think the highest
and that also
8.
doesn't mean like a past video. It's got to be in the last like.
No.
Because there's a couple that are like probably close. That doesn't count. You know, you can't just keep rewatching Denim farting.
That's the #1 viewed video.
Denim farting episode.
And I can't compete. I'm happy at that second. I'm the second most viewed with Jake, because Jake's got his dirty feet off right in the center frame. But like, I can't compete with Denim farting. Maybe we should make a thumbnail like that and see if that skyrockets as well. All right, here you go, buddy. Here you go.
YouTube, here we go. we should do one where we're holding like a bubble wand between us, and like both of our asses are pointed at it, and like we're blowing like the shape of like
the words news from
bed. Yeah, that I can just Photoshop, and we don't actually have to flex our butts into the correct way to generate that. He's a good guy.
Dude, have you seen any manatees since your Florida move?
Well, no.
That's like one of Florida's biggest
biggest poachers?
Pleasures. I love seeing a manatee. They're beautiful. Sea cow?
Yeah. I would be excited to see one.
Yeah, dude. Sailors used to think that they were mermaids. If I saw a manatee, I'd be like, Christiana.
We're sailors black. Were they all black?
Damn, bro. Look at that. Look at that goddamn black
Damn,
sailor.
who that over there?
Oh, goddamn. Look at these goddamn.
You can't even fit them in some jeans.
When white guys date black women, they date like the most beautiful black woman you've ever seen. When black guys date white women, it's like, you can have her. She wasn't going anywhere, man. There was not much competition for that one.
Oh, damn. Somebody give me some vitamin C.
Oh, anyone got polarized sunglasses so I can see the curvaceous nature of this beautiful mistress of the ocean?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I saw something pretty funny, because today is St. Patrick's Day, James.
Yeah, dude.
And
not St. Patrick's Day.
That's right. Yeah, this is a different kind of thing. But
me and Bay.
People get excited about St. Patrick's Day in all different kinds of ways, and this is one of them right here.
Well, just in time for St. Patrick's Day, crowds are coming by the dozens to get an up-close view at what some say is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say a leprechaun is taking up residence in their neighborhood. A leprechaun.
Have you ever seen a leprechaun?
No.
Have you ever seen any kind of, like...
I've only seen Bobby Sheehan running really fast.
Bobby Sheehan going to the bank.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything that you might be some kind of fable or...
Never seen a ghost. Never seen a UFO. Never seen a Bigfoot. Never seen
Wow. Okay.
I did see Santa once. Once. Not at the mall. In my house.
Really?
He was there.
What did you lure him in with?
Cookies and milk? What do you think of my child ass?
Yeah, but like what kind of cookies?
Oh, we actually never did cookies and milk growing up.
What would you do?
My mom was like...
Wine and Trading Spaces.
The film?
the TV show.
A TV show, a DVD box set of Trading Spaces. No, my mom was like, Santa eats so many cookies. You got to put something different. So we would put like a glass of Diet Coke and a bologna sandwich. Like that was like a cute little tradition we did.
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue that with my
That's
kids.
not bad, because if you're like eating cookies all night, even if the cookies are really good, you're going to want to eventually switch over to like something a little more savory.
So that's what I lured Santa in with. This is when the black people think that there's a leprechaun.
Have you seen this?
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton
The
community.
drawing of him kind of
Many
looks like you.
bring binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones
I think it looks
to
like
take
Ted.
pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun say yeah?
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night.
Eyewitnesses say
if you shine a
leprechaun
light in
only
its
come out at
direction,
night.
it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like.
This amateur sketch.
Shit!
Oh, is that a leprechaun?
Hell no, y'all, that's a motherfucking leprechaun, dude. No. That's just my Mexican
That could be
roofer.
Yeah, that could be an acorn.
That looks like cornrow Neely's fudge. You went to a Savannah Bananas
I
game,
did.
right?
That's the big lead on the whole thing. You've never been to one of these games before, right?
No, but I have been to a baseball game and I have eaten a banana. So
My dad
and I've been to Savannah
You have been to Savannah
twice.
for
now.
what? Slavery?
Yeah, I was like, dude, no,
I ran out of slavery last week.
I need a new one.
Need to buy a new slavery.
Actually, no slavery in Savannah. Did you know that?
There wasn't any,
They weren't allowed to.
even in the past.
No, definitely in the past. But when I was there, they were like, no, you can't.
Oh, they're like, yeah, there's
Savannah's
no
amazing.
slavery
Have you
on the
been?
weekends. No, I've heard it's great.
Oh, we should go.
It's a real vacation destination.
Me and my
right?
buddy Nick. Nick lives up in Jacksonville. He wants to do a little couples vacay up to Savannah. So you got to get going on your Hinge Gold membership and get yourself a manatee to bring to Savannah.
Yeah.
Savannah tea.
Yeah. Do you mind if we hitch this big hot tub to the back? I got to keep her wet for the ride.
How you doing, baby? I just saw a leprechaun.
But yeah, Savannah Bananas came to Raymond St. James Stadium in Tampa, the biggest
It's
venue.
just Raymond James Stadium. It's not St. James. St. James.
Really?
Hospital. Yeah, there's no Saint. Raymond James is like a financial company. It's like a hedge
Oh.
fund. Why did you think it was Raymond St. James Stadium?
I think when I see the name James, I just think that's a saint.
Oh,
It's
you're
a
too nice, dude. That's why I call it St. Patty's Day, and I spell it with D's.
That's right, baby. But yeah, they played the biggest venue that they've ever played. This is a football stadium. So
It's where the Buccaneers play.
the Buccaneers is
And
a big
USF
pirate
plays.
ship. So in right field, it was only like 240 feet.
Yeah.
And like right center is like 280 because they just put it in like the corner and then
Yeah.
kind of played out. So they put a big 40-foot high net like around the field,
Oh, wow.
and they just played a baseball. They put the
Catch all
dirt
the
in there.
pussy that's getting thrown at them.
Exactly, dude. And we're gonna get to that because this was an incredible experience. I'm just gonna kind of go
Was
through
this your
this
first
here.
PowerPoint you ever made?
This was the first one. Overview. So I went with my grandpa, and for security reasons, he doesn't like to be posted on the internet. So I just put a photo of a random guy on there.
Who is that?
Just a totally random guy.
Interesting.
But,
So those are your seats?
Those were our seats, dude. And
Let me ask you something. You say what you're going to
Sure.
say. Okay, let me ask you something.
Okay.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say
I was going to...
right right in front there where like you can kind of see like the aisle because I was like right on the aisle. There was a group of sluts that were just kept like standing there and taking photos.
Ugh.
And I went with
Disgusting!
I went with my grandfather and 4 old guys. Can I get one of those, by the way? I forgot to bring mine in here.
It's okay.
And like they were just like yelling at them to like move the fuck out of the way because like dude, they just kept taking photos like right in front where they would just like
dude.
sit there and be like, and there's just like guys in the background with their family just like, what are you doing right now? Yeah,
We paid $170 to take some photos.
it was the craziest. It was 5 sluts who all had the exact same size tits.
Really?
Exact. I was
That's how
like,
women mate. And
that's
become
how they
friends.
become friends.
Yeah.
They're like, can you fit your tits into this? These
Into
two
this?
circular holes I cut into plywood.
First time I saw tits was at a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Wow.
In the I was a child, my first concert, and we're walking in, and there's this guy who has this big piece of plywood, and it's all painted and sanded, and it says like, you know, if you put your tits through the 2 holes based on the size of your tits, it's what kind of free drink he'll give you.
Wow.
So the double D hole was like a margarita, and then like the A's at the bottom was like, you gotta drink fucking piss.
Yeah, you stupid
You stupid worthless whore.
That would be amazing for like a dick one. And you walk up and you put your dick in there, like, here's a glass of apple juice. Meanwhile, Tyrone walks by. He's like, I got motor oil.
Oh shit, manatee bitch, get over here.
I wish my dick was smaller.
We gonna go watch James Buffet.
I could have got some Sunny D with a smaller dick. But yeah, this was
So I want to make a comment about your view here.
Sure.
So not to brag, but one time I got to sit behind home plate, front row at a Yankees.
well, that
game.
is a brag.
It was the Subway Series, so it was Mets versus Yankees, big game. A lot of people came out, and I was sitting out, and my friends and my cousins were watching at home, and they're like, "Are you on the fucking
Are you on the Yankees?
Are you on the goddamn Yankees?
Are you Phil Rizzo or whatever his name is? Paul Rizzo?
Are you
Anthony Rizzo?
Are you Aaron Judge? So I was on TV all night, but I gotta say, Patty, and I want to know what you think. Sitting behind home plate, it's a little tough to see how far the ball's going.
It's hard to judge.
You know what I mean? Like, it was great, obviously. I just kept running to the back to get sushi and chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
And, like, that's why I was there. But, like, when you're sitting there and you're actually watching the game, you're like, I don't really know how far the ball is.
I think that's true. I think we were high up enough where it was a little easier to see.
The best seats, I think, are, like, on the first or third base line, but, like, close up like that. Like, I think those might be the best. We saw a Met game, remember, when we were way up there at the top in, like, the back outfield?
That was fun.
It was fun, but, like, I do think, like, the best seats are, like, because the Met games were, like, $3.
Yeah.
I remember I got us all tickets, and I was like, you don't got to get me back.
Because if they hit a ball to far enough right field, like, you just don't even see it anymore. Because you're, like, you're borderline not even in the stadium. But, dude, it was 65,000 seats. There was no open seats there.
It was sold out.
Completely sold out.
Oh, yeah.
And
the only seats were available on a lotto that people had to enter.
Yeah, and that's how my grandpa got them. He put it into a lottery and got the tickets. But it was me, my grandpa, and 3 of his old pals.
How were they?
They were a riot.
They were fun?
They were a lot of fun.
That's great.
It was a blast. They all just talk about their wives the whole time. Ah, yeah, she'll be the death of me. Ah, yeah.
Oh, let me tell you.
I got this
Your
ring.
grandpa's friends with 3 Rodney
He
Dangerfields.
literally is.
Hey, let me tell you.
That are just different heights
and different size sounding
and colors.
voices.
Yeah.
Blue knee Dangerfield.
Oh, I feel sad today.
Oh, I'm sad.
Oh,
I'm angry Dangerfield.
I'm pretty mad about it. I'm pretty mad about how you said. Hey,
that's good. Mine's not that good.
Pretty good.
Hey,
Right?
let me tell you. Oh, let me tell you. I'm black Rodney Dangerfield.
Hey, what is they playing banana ball here? I played banana ball last night with my bitch stupid wife.
Hey, let me tell you. Hey, I'm Asian Rodney Dangerfield. You got any rights at this stadium? Let me tell you. Hey, I'm Puerto Rican Rodney Dangerfield. You mind if I put my own personal speaker next to the seat? Hey, let me tell you.
I'm just playing my own jokes over here.
Yeah, I just want to play my own jokes really loud.
It's better than listening to this guy talk about his bitch stupid wife.
Yeah, this guy's wife sucks.
But do you know the rules of this game of banana ball?
Baseball.
It's different.
I don't know the rules that are different about
So
baseball.
this is really
you have
interesting.
to be vaccinated to go there.
You do not need to be vaccinated. I think they're kind of anti-woke, and I'll get into that a little later. I'm not saying they are, but I think they are a little bit. It's kind of an interesting middle ground between being like TikTok and like family oriented.
And
X, yeah. But they so the rules there's like a bunch of different rules, but like some of the main ones are each inning your team scores runs, but if you win the inning, like if you score more runs than them in that inning, everyone just comes off the field and your team gets a point. And then the inning's over. So the game itself is 2 hours. They have a 2-hour clock, and they're like, we don't go over 2 hours, because that's like always a problem in baseball. There's no bunting, because they say bunting sucks.
Okay.
And they make like a big point about that. If a fan catches a foul ball, the batter's out.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool, because then like there's it's so fan oriented, like so much relies on the fans that it keeps everyone engaged. And the whole time they're playing music, they're doing things over top of it. Baseball is kind of in the background of what's going on. Right. It's got a big late night live feel, I will say, because like between every half inning, they're bringing
racist?
people out. Yeah, it's racist, and fat people are not allowed.
It's not for women.
Yeah.
It's racist, and you gotta be under 200 pounds.
Yeah, but they always have something going on. There's no breaks, and there's like dancing. Like as soon as the party animals, because it's like the bananas versus the party animals. Like it would be the Globetrotters versus the Senators or whatever.
Right.
And the party animals, they come up to bat. All of the guys in the party animals team get on their dugout and they start doing like a coordinated dance.
Shit.
To be a player on this team, you have to be exceptionally good at baseball and be able to do like backflips and coordinated dancing.
So you got to be a little gay.
You have to be a little gay.
You got to be a theater kid who ended up in baseball. No, it's very cool, man. I remember when I worked for the radio, we had one of the guys that coordinates it call in, and like he might have been like the guy who like runs it. Like I don't know if it's like a CEO or an owner.
Jesse,
probably. He called in and he was just explaining how like they're trying to get it to be bigger because the rules are different, but the fans have so much fun at the game.
Yeah,
that like it's just such like a good crowd pleasing event.
Everyone there has gear. They have jerseys. They have hats. There's kids dressed up as bananas. It's like
dick socks.
Insane. It's like going to like a Yankee game. Like everyone's wearing.
Like going to the Grateful Dead.
Literally. So the way the crowd is like dancing and moving, I felt like I was at a Fish concert.
Yeah, dude. People are rolling on Molly at the Savannah.
Also, one of the commentators, I might have mentioned this to you, Biko. I went to high school with him.
And was he there?
And he was there.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you hit him a DM, dude?
I sent him a DM. I said, "Hey, I'm at the game." And I was like, I'll try to like say hi, but like he came out on stage before the game, like in the outside parking lot. They did like a whole thing, and they did like a hitting fly balls to the audience kind of thing. And my dad's like, I told him to look out for you, and I was like, he's not gonna see me. Like it was so packed out there. But I told him, I was like, dude, I'm so proud of you, man. It was awesome, so cool.
Dude, you got to hit those connects way earlier because sometimes they can sneak you into like.
Yeah, but I hate doing that.
Oh, I love an ask. I love an ask because then you owe them and then you never repay them. The guilt makes me work harder.
Yeah,
so I can take everyone to Cancun one day.
Yeah. But yeah, so a few of the key moments that I thought were pretty funny.
The Kiwi moments.
I have a couple timestamps so I can show some of them on video. But like the first one they do all of these ceremonies before the game that like they bring people out and do kind of things, but like
the Japanese national anthem.
Yeah, they literally like sacrifice a person to the god of bananas. But they one of the things they did was they bring out like to kind of start the game and to be like this is either a good omen or a bad omen for the night. They bring out like a 4-year-old and they bring a banana in a suitcase, like a big yellow suitcase, and they open it up and they have him peel the banana and take a bite. And then he has to say, like, if it's good, the game's going to go well. If it's rotten, it's going to go bad. And they give it. So this kid is peeling this banana and he's standing there with the banana and they're like, all right, take a bite. And he just like would not take a bite. He was just standing there and they're like, just take a bite. And like he was kind of like looking, he was just like milking the moment, you know? And eventually he takes a bite and he's like, it's good. And everyone like erupts. It was so funny.
Kill that kid!
Kill that kid! And the big banana mascot just
eats him up like the Raptors.
That was rotten.
No. Turns into Augustus Gloop.
Yeah, so that
bananas are like the Willy Wonka factory.
That was the first bite. They also did like a scavenger hunt in the parking lot where, dude, this was the wildest thing I had ever seen. Actually, I'm going to save that part for later because it makes more sense. But they had him just grab a bunch of stuff in the crowd and bring it up on stage. And it's just so much fun. The first pitch, they throw a hot dog.
Okay.
To a catcher. And then just like throw a hot, and they're like, all right, that's the game. We're ready to start.
Does like a celebrity do it?
Yeah, no, they just have they did bring out like one of the linemen or something for
Vita Vega.
Maybe
Vita Vea.
It was this big guy who they were supposed to have him like box or something, but like they do a lot of these rituals, and here's one of them that they would do. So this is like before the game. They're doing like a dance. They're back flipping.
Oh, these guys must love this,
dude. They have a blast. So that's Jesse. He's like the main guy. That's the Bananas mascot right
That's
there.
the guy you went to high school with?
No,
he used to not have sunglasses.
Yes. So they have
I'm so proud of you, dude.
They have an honorary Biko. You'll probably hear on this broadcast because he's the announcer, like the commentator. But they have an honorary banana baby.
Since the first game in 2016, fans, it is now
I like how they have a yellow pitch.
Banana
yeah, the baseballs are yellow. The bases are yellow.
Oh,
wow. Look at that little guy.
I like that baby, dude. That should be the thumbnail. Us with our legs up and the baby.
And they play the Lion King.
The baby's definitely upset. That's so funny.
Fans, one more time.
great voice.
he's got the whole thing. So another one of the rules
Do they only play the party animals?
I think there might be a couple other teams. Here's the thing is, like, my dad has been telling me about this for, like, years. My dad has gone to so many games, and it's kind of the thing where, like, if your dad tells you about something, you just immediately think that it's, like, it sucks, you know?
No, but...
I guess you're the wrong guy to ask about that. But they do this thing if you...
Logan Paul?
Yeah, Logan Paul. Yeah, this is KSI
Whoa,
pitching for the
Prime.
Yeah. But they do.
He should have an 8. His number should be 8. Prime 8.
Prime
because monkey. Not because he's black, but because
of
the
bananas.
banana
Yeah. But they do this rule that if you walk a player instead of going to first, you're allowed to run as many bases as you want.
But they all have to try to have sex with you.
But they all try to have sex, including Banana Baby.
Oh, no. And the baby had sex with Prime.
That's a double play.
That's a bogey.
But if you walk someone, the team on defense has to throw the ball, and everyone on the team has to touch it before, like, they're allowed to try to tag the guy out.
So they all have to throw the ball to try and tag you.
That's cool. So you can run as many bases as you can.
Is that you and your grandpa there up to the right?
That's me right here.
And that's your that looks like
and
me.
That's my grandpa over here. We bought 3 seats between us.
And you just hallucinated the 3 Rodney Dangerfields? Yeah. Hey, let me tell you. Hey, that guy's number should be 8.
That guy,
that's KSI.
I think
famous for Prime. Let me tell you.
I'm worried about him stealing second. I'm worried about him stealing my wallet.
Hey, more like Optimus Prime. That guy's trans.
But anyway, this is what it looks like when you walk someone here.
The 6'5" righty.
So there's ball 4. Look, they throw it to second. All these guys got to come in. They flip it to each other. And they ended up getting him at second.
There you go, dude.
And it's like electric in there. You can hear it.
These guys are they're doing more than real baseball players.
Dude,
Ruth could do this shit.
It puts real baseball to shame. But like every single
this is
moment,
like Hunger Games shit, though.
It kind of is.
This is like the end of times. Like when I go to baseball games and I'm like watching the screen and they're doing like 3-card Monty and they're just doing all this shit. It's like, oh my God, like what? Like nobody can just pay attention. You're at a sporting event.
Yeah.
And this is just like, we're going to put the entertainment before it. Like this is like the first step. And in 50 years, they're playing baseball with guns.
These guys are, they're going to take over baseball because it's like real baseball. I couldn't even imagine watching a real game after seeing this.
It's brilliant, though. It's a brilliant idea.
So like earlier in the game, they're like, if anyone is redheaded, but they called him, they're like, if anyone is a ginger, like come meet us down here at this one specific spot. And they said this like before the game, and like there were a couple kids like sitting around us that were like, all right, so we'll like go. So they announced this guy is coming up to bat, or he's doing something. There's some guy entering the field, but he does this, dude.
Going to bat?
They do
Is this pro wrestling?
They do the running of the gingers, dude. They got all of the redheaded kids
for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. So he's like the redheaded guy.
Not a soul inside.
When he comes up to bat, they play like an Irish, like folklore kind of song.
That's pretty cool.
And they just brought all of the redheaded kids out.
None of these kids will have sex till college.
No. There was a few like hot ladies though in there. There was like one kind of dancing on the third baseline. You might see her in a little bit.
Patty, that's a child.
No, I think she's in the white.
Patty.
Oh, actually, it's not her.
You better hope it's not her. This is very cool. Was it hot?
It was hot before the game. Luckily, look at all those redheads.
Some of you were blonde. They just took some strawberry blondes in there.
Yeah, it was before the game because we had to stand outside in the sun for a while, and like
you got there at like 9 a.m. and
dude,
the game started at 6.
We got there so early. I think we got there at like 1:30, and the gates opened at 4:30. So we were just standing outside in the sun for 3 hours, and then
can I have a Miller Lite? We have banana beer.
Yeah.
What is that? It's really bad.
It's really bad. It was one of the guys with my.
Do they have the first pitch on here too? Am I able to see who did it? You don't have to.
I don't
do
know
your,
if
do your
they
timestamps
showed it
first. I want to know which Bucks player they got to do it.
Though the Bucks player didn't throw the first pitch.
Oh, he didn't end up.
But they do
doing
have
it.
his thing on there. But this was like another kind of moment where they shut all the lights off, and they had everyone bring their phone out.
Hands up in the air. Here we go. Clap those hands.
Oh no, this is a different part. But this kind of had a cool thing that I wanted to show you because like the pirate ship, that kid, yeah.
Oh, you were right in front of the pirate ship, so that shit probably blasted.
Dude, they shot cannons when there was a home run. They would put people on the pirate ship and do like dances and stuff.
It's a big VIP lounge, dude. That's where like Ashton Kutcher goes when he comes to Tampa. They put him on the pirate ship because before the Bucks games, a celebrity gets to ignite the cannons. This is really cool. I wish I went. I had to do fucking golf, and then I had to host a trivia night, and then I had to go do a show. So I was packed up, but I could have went. It would have been fun to go. But
would you have gone with your mom? Or?
Yeah, my mom was there.
Yeah, I wish we ran into each other. That would have been nice.
Fun. Yeah, your grandpa could go sit up by my mom, and I'd just sit with you in 3 danger fields.
So this couple they brought out between innings at one point.
In this game, I'm going to take AJ and Alyssa around the bases, and I'm going to quiz AJ on how much he loves his
that's
girl.
funny.
But the kicker is, if he gets the question wrong, we're going to pie him to the face. Are you guys ready?
So it's like the newlywed game?
Yeah.
You guys got to move fast.
Don't make her run. Make her stay on home plate with her legs.
Yeah. She's also got some cannons, so it's like...
All right, Patty. It's a family-friendly event.
She does have some...
She's got some bananas.
Leland Avenue, is that correct?
So Leland Avenue, he got the first one right, which is what street? Do you know what street your girlfriend grew up on?
No.
Yeah, that's like I would have never been able to answer.
They
that
make
question.
the guy standing to eat the pie.
I think this was hard. What is Alyssa's go-to coffee order?
It would have to be what we got this morning. Medium iced vanilla lattes with oat milk.
Is that correct?
That's definitely correct.
So we got that wrong. Watch this. Drop the pie.
Oh, he dropped the pie. Here, we gotta go quick. No,
Like, all right, we're gonna go to the next.
What the fuck?
You can't leave the hold the hand. There we go. That's real cute.
Hit him with the pie.
Right. The last question is: if you guys won the lottery, what would Alyssa buy first?
Property and put a compound out so we could all live with our family.
That's wrong, but did he get it correct? Yeah. That is correct. Come on now.
Probably a compound where we could raise our cult of children. These guys turn out to be really weird.
He's got the high score.
What street did she grow up on? 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Right now.
At the White House?
All right. Last question. You guys been together for 4 years. When are you going to propose?
Right now.
Oh, that actually gave me chills. That's so cute.
Isn't that sweet?
Oh, she didn't see that coming at all.
And then she said no.
She says no, and then they hit him with pies. That's really cute. Good for them.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry for talking about your wife's tits.
Oh, that's okay.
You don't get to say it's okay. It's not your wife.
No, it's all right.
They should have done that with us. And it's like, when are you going to ask James to take his socks off?
Yeah, today.
What's my go-to coffee order, Patty?
It is coffee with some shit in it.
Yeah, there you go. Like a dookie latte.
One of the things they like to do. You've probably seen this on like the
stilts.
The stilts.
This is the main thing I've seen.
This is impressive, dude.
Is that a woman?
I think it's a woman.
No, that's a guy.
Oh, that's a guy. Yeah.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
Whoa, I'd have sex with that guy, and I'm racist Rodney Dangerfield.
Whoa, do those legs go all the way up? They're all the way up.
Nothing can stop me. Hey, I'm all the way up. Let me tell you.
My favorite part, though, is a little group I like to call. Well, I don't like to call them this, but
people with Down syndrome.
Yeah, the plight of Downs. Where is this?
Did they fire the cannon at all?
They did fire the cannons when it was when
there was a couple of Dominicans standing in front of them.
Yeah,
they fired several Dominican Republicans out of the cannon.
When people got too close. I'll try to find that the football player.
Won't you be my girl?
For you. But yeah, dude, it was constant.
They stopped the whole... Yeah, that's really entertaining. They do a really good job.
This girl that sung the national anthem, dude, incredible.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last
Sorry.
gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars.
We should do this before every podcast.
We should. Dude, we really should.
Play the
We should do the national
One of
anthem.
the cold opens. We should just play the entire national anthem while we stand silently.
We should hire someone to crawl into the bed and sing the national
and we just keep farting. Just keep farting, and we put the thing over her so she has to smell it.
There's Biko on the
Oh,
right.
dude, that guy looks like he went to high school with you.
Yeah, he
Does
does,
everyone
right?
from your hometown look like that?
He's a Socrates
Is that
guy.
Is that who's Pete Holmes' opener or Pete Davidson's opener?
Yeah,
What's that
yeah.
guy's name?
Ricky Velez.
No, the one we met.
Oh, I almost said
Julio?
Giuliani.
Julio, whatever.
Julio. Yeah. This is the football player. Do you know who that is?
I think that might be Vita Vea. That might be Vita Vea. I can't tell with the sunglasses. Ladies and gentlemen, Fat Blackson.
Is a
They'll say his name here.
NFL Pro Bowler. He is a Super Bowl champion with your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tom Brady.
Please welcome
Oh no, it's Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs and Vita Vea get confused because they both are just giant black guys. Tristan Wirfs just signed for a lineman. He just signed like the best contract in NFL history. He got like millions of dollars. He just had a baby.
They had him stand on a scale, and then they were like, "Oh, this is just."
He's a really cool guy. Sorry, I called
He
you Vita
seems
Vea.
cool. He's the umpire also, dude. Whenever they would strike out, he would just like
Take his dick
break
out.
into dance.
Really?
Yeah, it was incredible.
Dude, these guys must have a blast. They probably make good money too.
They I don't know if they do or not, but
No money.
I really
they
don't
make
know.
like $35 a year. They're nonstop moving.
But I think for them, it's like this is the best opportunity we're gonna get.
Oh yeah, dude.
We're also getting close to the end here, so I kind of want to get through the end of this. But I made a quick list of pros and cons. You can see there's the party animals and the bananas. But let's go through the list here. Some pros: sluts and milfs,
Fuck
dude.
yeah, dude.
Riddled with sluts and milfs.
That's awesome.
I don't know what it is about the bananas that drive these ladies crazy, but they are out there and they are
It's all
having
about
a
the
blast.
potassium, baby.
It is, dude. But yeah, you can see I got
You don't got to point it out.
okay.
I know.
Do you know who both of these ladies are?
Yeah, dude. It's Michelle Obama and
Tatiana Obama.
Tatiana Obama.
Pros: no more stupid baseball rules.
Fuck
dude.
it.
They got rid of all the stupid rules that make baseball boring. The third pro is shirtless black men twerking. There is a surplus of this. Their first base coach is this guy who just rips his shirt off,
Just shakes his fat
and just
ass.
literally has sex with the infield. It's like the old guys I was with were just like, God, man, this ain't baseball.
That guy's fucking dick.
Hey, what is he doing?
I'm erect over here. I'm about to banana split my pants. Let me tell you.
Is he gonna give birth to something inside the infield
Hey,
here?
that colored fella's very voluptuous.
Is that a labia majora or is that a first base line? I can't tell.
No, he's black. It's a late Bia Bajora.
Cons: the party animal mascot.
Oh.
When I was looking at this
God.
guy, I got a little mix of Funky
Is that your
Kong.
grandpa on the in my grandpa's 2008 Halloween costume? Barack Obama. Yeah, I don't like that mascot.
I got a little mix of Funky Kong and the minstrel guy.
The minstrel guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just one.
It was, and it like when it's close up, it looks okay, but like you're not close up the entire time, so you just see this blackface animal
God.
kind of running around.
That's pretty bad.
It made me a little unsettled, but con number 2, a lot of kidnapping.
No, dude, Ghislaine would fit right in there.
And the reason I say this, and I saved this for later, because when during the scavenger hunt, there was points where they said, like they were like, okay, we need you to find this, we need you to find this, and at one point they're like, we need you to find a 3-year-old. And dude, I watched this guy in full. He's like a 50-year-old guy in white face paint, like a baseball. just grab someone's 3-year-old and run to the stage. And the mother almost lost her mind. She was like running after her kid.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
It was the scariest thing
That's
I had ever
really
seen.
bad.
Yeah,
what the fuck is that?
Yeah, you can't do, because they were like, we need a 3-year-old, we need this and that.
That's insane.
What was that?
That was me grabbing a 3-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
You just can't just grab someone's kid.
No, dude, and there was like 30,000 people outside of the stadium, so it was like, it was just crowds of people.
Just a strange man with a white face grabs you. That's
Yeah,
the
like
long legs.
one of the things they said was like grab a bald guy and bring him up here. Like that's fine, you know.
Just palm his head and drag him up here.
Yeah,
Hey, whoa! I got a couple hairs up there.
Yeah, they're not doing you any favors.
I'm not bald down low.
Hey, I got a lot of pubes. Christiana Jackson would be impressed.
Hey, I'm Christiana Dangerfield.
Hey, let me tell you, you ever had sex with a Honduran guy? Let me tell you, Honduran.
This cleavage gets no respect.
No respect at all. Let me tell you, being a black woman in America is a very complicated experience. Well, that's kind of Dan Soder's woke Dangerfield thing.
Con number 3 is baseball. They should get rid of the baseball.
Yeah.
There's this race, they do like a baby race where the babies crawl and they have to go to a thing. That was 10 times more exciting than any of the baseball that I saw, you know?
Yeah.
So I think
eventually there will be no baseball at the Savannah
Just get
Bananas
rid of the
event.
baseball. You don't need baseball.
It's just a series of events.
Just have guys doing flips and dances and a bunch of those like games and stuff, dude. It was I tell you, it had that late night. I'll tell you,
it felt like I was watching Late Night Live.
Really?
No.
They let us do Late Night Live at Raymond St. James Stadium.
Yeah. Verdict: 10 bananas out of 10 bananas.
Dude, I'm glad you had a great time. I wish I was there. It looks
incredible.
Like
we should try to go to maybe Savannah and see them.
Yeah, dude. They're home on their home turf, on their home peel.
Yeah, their home peel, dude. Yeah.
On their home tree.
But yeah, I found it to be a very, very fun experience.
That's awesome, dude. I'm happy you went.
Yeah, dude. And I think we're getting close to the end here. We probably got a couple more minutes, but
you got anything you got anything you got to plug? If you live in the St. Pete area and you want to have sex with Patty,
hey,
let me tell you, what the fuck is this? Guy should play for the Savannah Bananas with these legs.
What is that? The pitcher?
Hey, what is that?
Stilts McGee,
Lady Boy pitcher. You got new ones? Are these new? This is new.
No,
right?
these are all from the last set.
So
they made the. It's funny.
Filled with Jessica Levin farts.
Yeah, it's funny. I packed these. Didn't pack like a jacket.
Where's your jacket? You left it in New York?
I threw it out.
Really?
Yeah.
You gave it to Jake?
Finally, a new article of clothing. Jake is free.
Thanks, man.
Jake is a free elf. Oh wow.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of it, dude.
We got a show coming up.
We do, yeah.
First show I'm booking here in Florida.
What is it? April 14th?
April 13th, Sunday, April 13th, pizza show.
I think my dad's going to be in town.
No, well, he can't. He doesn't have to come.
I'm not going to tell him to come.
Don't tell him about
Especially if it's my first time back on stage.
Is your dad coming to see the Grands?
He's coming to see the
Savannah Banana.
Yeah, there's like some kind of a jazz festival.
Oh yeah. Your dad's a big jazz head.
I think he just like goes
jazz jizzer.
He just picks things out and goes.
He
to
just
them.
wants to see it, and he's like embarrassed. So he's like, "Oh, I'm coming to the jazz festival." Oh, you live down there? Oh yeah, I guess I'll come see it. Oh
yeah.
He's like afraid to be vulnerable.
But he told me, yeah, it was funny because he told me, he's like, I was like, yeah, you can like stay with me, and he's like, no, I'll stay with our cousin Mark. And I was like, okay. And then like a week ago, they were like, he was like, no, yeah, I'm staying with you. I was like, okay. Like you could have just,
you just should have told me that.
Accepted that.
Yeah, I asked Mark. Mark said no.
But yeah, but that'll be nice having Pops around. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have him steer clear.
No, he can come. I just don't think you want him there. You know?
If I was
my
like,
mom only saw me do stand up once, and I think you did yours when your dad put on the show that your uncle hosted.
Yeah,
right?
and I did 40 minutes in a dark lit room to nobody's chagrin.
No grins.
No grins. But the grins steal Christmas.
My mom only saw me. Yeah, my mom saw me do stand up once, and I did very well. It was at the Sunshine Comedy Festival.
Yeah,
and she was like, okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah, it's not like
the guy gave me a bunch of weed before, And so that was like, it was like two things that she like had to confront in one moment. One, that her son is a comedian, and two, that he smokes weed.
Yeah.
Like I was like, hey man, great set.
It's a lot of like
gram of weed.
Yeah, it's almost like being born again, like in front of your parents, like live.
Being baptized.
Yeah, it's like it's a very vulnerable position. And I'm not like seasoned right now, so
yeah,
it might not go too well.
Yeah, you're no spring chicken. You're more like a Caesar salad.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either, but hey, if you're not subscribed to the Patreon,
get on that page.
Check that out. We got some stuff. Hit the vape. Which, by the way, my friend Elijah was like, you almost made me relapse on vaping by saying that. He's like, I threw in 2 Zins just to compensate.
Elijah, you'll be fine, dude. Just throw in 3 Zins every time
and then
vape.
And then hit the vape.
Yeah, dude. Every time I do news from bed, before Patty quit the vape, I would have 2 Zins in and hit the vape, and that's the best podcasting environment for your brain.
It really is.
You're full of fog, you feel sweaty, but it's cold. That's what you want. You want to be scared.
Yep, a little lucid, barely lucid.
Smoked a cigar on the golf course, dude. That's a good move.
That is a good move.
I drank a couple of Miller Lights and smoked a cigar.
Was there a cart girl?
No cart girl.
You just brought him out?
No, there was no cart girl.
No, but I mean, you brought him yourself?
Yeah, BYOB. It was a BYOB golf course.
That's not... Dude, in some areas, they have free golf courses.
Really?
You just show up and start playing.
Really?
And it like
Where, Somalia?
No, in like I think this is in like Texas. In this one, there's like a park that has a free golf course, and the way they described it is like it makes a lot of sense. They're like, if the state pays for like tennis courts and baseball fields and all that, and that's all free, like why shouldn't golf courses be free? Especially like kind of like a middle of the road one.
Right.
You know, it doesn't have to be too nice.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it'd be really cool to go if we like one day go play on like that Innisbrook court, like or course.
Oh
like
yeah,
a fancier one. There's one Chichi Rodriguez golf course down here. You know Chichi?
No,
famous old golfer.
That's what's her name? Christiana's
boyfriend. That's her ex. But that I used to be a counselor at a golf camp there, and it's just beautiful. It's not super expensive either, but it's just like little different things, bigger, like longer. I liked the course we played because it was like 3 and 4 pars. But like you said, you hate par 5s. I kind of like schwacking it, seeing how far it goes.
Yeah,
you went golfing too this weekend, though.
I did. Yeah, I played pretty well the second 9. I had like a birdie. I had a couple of pars.
The back 9.
The back 9. Yeah, I guess.
Was there a pub at the golf course called the 19th hole? They love calling
there is.
The pub the 19th
there is.
hole.
This was on my grandparents' development.
Okay.
So it's kind of nice because it's like it's like a senior living area. So every hole is like loose. 300 yards. It's like not long at all. Every hole is loose. Yeah.
Swingers.
But
comedy.
It was good. I think let's get out of this episode. Let's get to the Patreon.
Oh, guys, I got a big surprise in the Patreon for Patty. He doesn't even know what's coming.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff ahead in the Patreon, and we're gonna try to keep the energy too.
Oh yeah,
maybe we'll do some jumping jacks.
Yeah,
and maybe announce
we'll do some jumping jack sparrows.
Yeah,
that's where you jump around and then you drink a bunch of rum. And you feel sick.
I think next week too we announce the thing we have kind of in the works.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, but you can talk about it on the page.
I'll talk about it on the page. Yeah. But I'll mention it to you after.
Oh,
But yeah, we got some stuff. We're going to have some fun. Patreon.com/news from bed. Check it out. Remember, if we get enough people, you're going to get James to take those mittens off.
50,000 subscribers.
50,000.
And I'll take both my socks off. Or one video gets 80,000 views. Once Matt McCusker sits between us on this bed, we'll hit that mark.
And if any one of those subscribers or views are illegitimate, both of us are going to be wearing sleeping bags for the next 3 episodes.
A threat. A threat.
And that's something we can guarantee. Good night.